Hi Taurus, welcome to my channel. This is just a quick oracle message. This is just a very quick check-in. You know, I'm going to pull some oracle cards just to give you an energy check-in for the autumn equinox. I mean, it's the autumn equinox where I am, and I'm in Europe, so happy autumn equinox if you're in Europe or the USA. And happy spring equinox if you're around the other side of the world in Australia or in that vicinity. You know, the equinox is all about balance and equality between day and night, you know, and we're now in Libra season. Interestingly, Taurus, Venus, your ruler, is in your sector of family, I believe. Yeah. So this could be having some kind of effect on family relationships here, especially as Mercury will be entering Scorpio shortly and will be affecting possibly some communication. Yeah, interestingly, we've got fire and we've got lightning. This goes exactly to the energy that I am feeling right now, you know, be careful with Venus in the family sector, you know, be careful of the fact that there could potentially be some words that come out of your mouth in the heat of the moment, you know, striking like this lightning thunderbolt here, and boom, too late, you've said them, you've left your mark and you can't actually take them back. You know, this is all about thinking before you speak. This is all about taking a breath, counting to 10. You know, we all know how Taurus likes to sort of puff through the nostrils, and when they're in a bit of a mood with something that's irritated them, by God, the whole world knows about it. You know, you literally do, you know, scrape your feet on the floor and go charging into something. Granted, it takes a long time to actually get you to arrive to that state. But when you are in that state, quite often it's a shock to people. But in your mind, you've given plenty of warning signs. You know, the warning signs being the puffing through the nostrils, and whether that transforms into huffing and puffing and having a face where you don't really look happy. This is not my happy face. You know, I just feel that with Mercury entering Scorpio, this is going to give you less patience than what you usually have. You know, normally I associate you know, this energy is a good energy here for you. You know, quite tolerant, laid back. You know, maybe you do think negatively of something, but usually you keep it to yourself. You know, usually you keep that to yourself. And you don't really inflict it on anybody that's standing by to watch. But this will remind me of your forked tongue that is going to come. You know, there is this danger of opening your mouth, telling somebody exactly what it is that you think of them. You know, really lashing at them. You know, your tongue almost being scorpionic, the scorpionic tail. You know, where it comes out and starts really stinging. Maybe you know, this energy is accumulated, you know, with the fire energy here. You know, you being an air sign. Sorry, no, you're earth actually. You being an earth sign, you know, sometimes, you know, to quench this energy, you know, we kick the earth over the fire, but something comes along and actually kindles the fire, gets the fire burning, gets it going, and boom, before you know it, it's an uncontrollable rage. And this is the energy that I see this, particularly in the family sector. You know, if there is something grinding you with your family, then where possible, take a step back, even if it's too late, even if you've already had the explosion and wrath that's come out. Just take a step back, take a breath, and realise that it is possible to fix it. You know, you do have to communicate that you want to fix it, and you do have to listen as well as speak. You know, But it is possible to undo some of the damage. Maybe not all of the damage straight away, but it is possible to limit the damage, to contain it, to stop it escalating from one small drop to, one small spark to a raging forest fire. This is the energy that I'm picking up on. Just be aware that, it takes 30 seconds to lose your temper and possibly 3 months to fix it, fix the fallout of it, because these sort of like equinox energies, they do sort of go forward up until the solstice in my mind, so just be aware of that, just be aware of that in particular. Try and, you notoriously do think before you speak. In fact, you think and don't speak quite often. This is part of the problem that people have when they deal with you, perhaps, and you have to look. I mean, I've got lots of Taurians in my life, and I love Taurians, I think you're great, but when it's on your mind, it's not necessarily on your lips. This is before you get to the stage of wrath, this is before you get to that sort of like whipping everyone with your tongue and in an explosion of fury. If it's on your mind, then find some way of communicating it. Find some way of gently sitting down and illuminating the problem or the issue that needs to be spoken about, before it gets to the stage where you've slammed the door and you're off out down the path where perhaps it's not so easy to walk back and sort it out. Take a breath, an inward breath, before you snort that outward breath in fury. That's my message for you, Taurus. Just a quick energy message. I will have free tarot readings for love between you and your person. I'll be using a tarot deck, not the oracle cards. Let's see, your day will be Tuesday. You're scheduled to have your readings on Tuesday, so hit like, share, subscribe, notifications, drop me a comment, let me know what's happening in your life, where you are watching in the world, anything. Say hi to me, and I'll see you next week.